we'll do another story time about how. Hang on. Let's switch the scene. I'll go ahead and talk to y'all one on one. Here's another story time on how I thought I was the nigga when I really was just hanging around the crowd. I was really just groupie chasing. So, there was this one time back in my junior year of high school. Now, this takes place at my homeboy L's house. He's having the type function to where it's just a friend group. It's not anybody that's outside, and we're not trying to throw Project X. They did throw Project X, but I didn't go to Project X because I didn't have a car. So I wasn't in the interlinking like that. I wasn't locked in like they were. But anyways, they throw this John at L's house, and L's house was the usual meetup spot where they would do these little gatherings and little functions, bring drinks out and shit. You know, the usual high school things that you do when you're in high school. This particular night, I want to say this was March of 2022. I know it for a fact. This was March of 2022. I really want to say it was like March 18th of 2022. It was March 18th, March 19th, March 20th. One of those 3 days. So, we was on the type bip to where we were celebrating somebody's birthday that day. Or we were doing something. I was going to an escape room with our family members early on in the day. Because we were at their house. And then we went to an escape room after the party. And we were all chilling. Well, not all of us, but me and the cousins, you know how cousins usually link up and sit together, chill and talk. And me and my homeboy G, my cousin G. You see, if you're a viewer, my pops knows him. My pops loves G, but he stops by the stream sometimes. He goes, hey, we're having this funk tonight. You want to come through? I could come scoop you. I said, fuck yeah, I want to come through with the funk. Shit's been down. I'm gonna go ahead and chill with the peeps. So I go to this escape room at like 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. I'm doing bullshit with my family because it's somebody's birthday. After we get back from the escape room, I go ahead and I hop on the game and I kill some time for a little bit. Get showered up, get freshened up, get ready, boom, blase, squeak. My mom was down here at the time. My mom was down here in this room that I'm in at the time with our folks. And my mom's Dukes, what she would do, she would have her little weed and a little shit, whatever. I've only ever done weed and smoked weed. So she has some gummies and a J down here. And she's like, hey, you want to be the man at the funk? Take this J and some gummies. Give them to your homeboys. You'll be straight. I said, bet! Because, you know, I'm in high school. I don't see the principle of the situation. I don't think it's fucked up. But I'm like, you know what? Bet. Let's do it. So, we get over to my homeboy L's house at like 8 o'clock. Grant, damn, I already said it. You know what? Shit. He stops in here by the Twitch. Grant, he pulls up. He's in the Hondeezy John. Now, my homeboy T and another homeboy C is with us. I already told you about C in the last story because he was there at L's house when they were getting sauced anyways. But T, C, Graham, and me, we're on the whip. They pick me up. I hop in the whipski. I got my J in one of those little medicine bottles. You know the orange pill bottles with the white cap that you press down on and twist off. I have a J in one of those Johns. And then I have gummies in my pocket. My other pocket. I hop in the whip. They're like, hey, what's going on, Jay? So I dap everybody up. Boom, baze, squeak. As we are getting ready to pull off, I do the shit that you see in movies, bro. And this is what makes me the man in the moment. I say, hey, y'all niggas got something on you? Y'all niggas got Jay? Y'all niggas got something? They're like, nah, man, we only have drinks at the funk. Not just me, nigga. I don't got drinks at the funk, but I got this. I pull out the the orange bottle or orange container, take the pill top off, bam, fresh J, right there. Pull out the gummies, bam, right here. So I'm bulling. Everybody's like, yo, you really with this shit? Yo, it's lit. We gon' be lit. I'm like, yo, we gon' be lit. So everything was cool. It's about 10 minutes up to L's crib. The whole way we're going, I'm like, yeah, who's all gonna be there? What type of bip is it? What is everybody on? They're like, oh, it's just a main friend group, and everybody ain't no bitches really gonna be there. Besides everybody who all was in the friend group, they were either dating each other or they were with somebody from a different school group, which I didn't really care about bipping on bitches at that point because I was doing my own shit. I'm not even gonna lie, I was doing my own shit, and I'll talk about that sometime in the future in my testimony. But we were arriving. We pull up to the crib. Get out the car. Boom. We walking up to the crib, and I have my shit back in my pocket. I'm the first one in line. Graham's behind me. It's T and then C. I open the front door. Open both doors. I knocked before I entered. I was already faded a little bit. But I knocked before I entered. I walk in. I see my homeboy E and my other homeboy Z. They're like, yo! Jay? You pulled up? Jay? We never see you at the funks. I'm like, nigga, somebody decided to bring me. So I'm like, yo, we in here, we lit. They're like, hey, drinks are over there. And whatever you want to do, you can do it. I'm like, y'all got some weed on you? Y'all got a blunt or something? They're like, nah, we don't. I'm like, nigga, I got a blunt. Hey! So we're lit. They're like, yo, Jay, he came through with the shit. Yo, where'd you get this? I'm like, man, you all know where I got it, but that's not to be talked about. Yeah, we lit. So that's not to be talked about. You already know where I came through. So I come through with my shit, and there's I'm gonna say there's like a cool 10 people in this crib. It's a good size house. But there's 10 people in the crib at the funk already. We got music blasting on the table. There's Malibu, there's Tito's, there's Grey Goose. Don't ask the niggas how they got their money, but they got their bread back in the day. They was low key hosting they were like one of the party friend groups where everybody was but hey, I might just stick around the way you telling them stories. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm bouncing around, but yeah, I appreciate it. My bad. I gotta proofread. I gotta reread shit sometimes, like 3 times, just for it to click in my head. I got ADHD. But anyways, they're like, hey, yo, we got Grey Goose on the table. We got Malibu. It happens, yeah. Grey Goose, Malibu, Tito's, and there's some other John. I forget what it is. What's that blue shit? What's that shit that comes in a white bottle with the bell on top? Hold up. I might have to Google this. I go ahead and I walk over and I grab a shot glass out of the cabinet. I'm already familiar and I'm saying hi to people as I walk in. I get a shot glass from the cabinet. I place it down. I go ahead, take the Malibu, put it in the shot glass. I'm cooling. I'm not even gonna lie. Out of all the drinks that I take shots off of or that I've had, I fuck with Malibu the most. For liquor, I don't know why. Malibu just doesn't have that taste that makes me want to go and turn my neck in 380 degrees around. Not even 360, 380 degrees. Really crack my shit. But I take a shot of Malibu. My boys were like, I want to say like 15 minutes in. A lot of my boys are already drunk. But a few of my boys, I want to say EZT, and Graham, they were like, yo, we want to go to the garage and smoke. You down? I said, nigga, bet. Lock it in. So we go ahead, we hop out to the garage and we start smoking. We're chiefing. We chief the blunt down. It's like 5 of us. We chief the blunt down no time, obviously. But we're sticking to the actual rules. We are sticking to the rules where it's pass, hit. Pass. Or no. Hit, pass. Hit, pass. You know, we're doing the shit by the rules, by the book, how it's supposed to be done. Nobody taking 4 and then passing the next one, doing 2, passing 5. No. 2, pass. We finished the jong, and somebody, I forget who it was, some girl walked out and she was talking to us. Then they walked back in. I follow in behind and somebody says, hey, Jay, come here, grab one of these shots. I'm like, I bet. So I walk up to the island where all the liquor is and I grab one of the shots. I drink it. That's my second shot for the night. I go ahead and I sit down on the couch. At this point, I had never drank before. I'll go ahead and add this to the story. I'd never drank before at this point. So, I'm sitting there and I'm starting to feel the shot skis. Plus the blunt. So I'm already crossed. My nigga, when I tell you, I sit down and I just go, this is all I... Oh, my bad, I muted the mic. But when I say I sit down and I just... When I sit there, I'm just staring at the ceiling. Bro, I'm just sitting there staring at the ceiling for 20 minutes. Bro, they played Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, and Yay, don't worry about getting a little too realistic. But I'm literally sitting there. They played Polo G, Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, and some other nigga on the speaker. My homeboy C, he has the bottle like this. I'm pulling everything. Fuck my setup. I'm breaking it today. But anyways, my homeboy C, he has the bottle. I'll go ahead. I'll line this up better for you guys. My homeboy C, he has the bottle. And he's doing this shit right here. He's going, he's dancing around with the bottle of Tito's. This nigga is going ham. He's scissored. He is slammered. Oh, he is cooked. Homeboy C is goofing straight silly. And that's when I really lock in and I realize, oh, everybody's cooked. Dude literally gets sturdy at one point. Hang on. Nigga goes, he's getting sturdy and shit. I'm like, oh, this is really the bit. I didn't realize I dragged my entire PlayStation back. But anyways, that's when I re-lock back in with reality again. Because I'm like, oh, what's going on? Out of nowhere, there's a fucking ping pong table in the middle of the room. Out of nowhere, there's a ping pong table. It just spawns in. I was so cooked, I did not see them bring a ping pong table and set it up for some beer pong. Now, my homeboy Graham, my cousin, hold on. Let me set you guys back up where I like you. All right. My homeboy Graham, this nigga is a goat at beer pong. This nigga is a goat. So, my homeboy T, C, and Z, they're first up. They're all talking shit to Graham. They're all talking shit. I'm just sitting there on the couch chilling. I'm straight like this. Word up. I'm chilling. They start talking the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And I know my homeboy C, he's cool with it, but he's not like that on beer pong. He's not like that. He's cool with it, but he's not like that. T, on the other hand, when he's paired up with Graham, these niggas can do revolutionary shit. You won't beat these niggas all night. If they're on a team duo lock-in, you will not beat them. So T and Graham, they're on the right side. C and Z are on the left side. They start going back and forth, going through their rounds. I watch my nigga Graham yoink the ball, yanks the ball, tosses it. The ball bounces from one cup into the next, takes 2 cups out. This is my first time ever being around him playing beer pong. And I heard him saying, oh, I'm the shit at beer pong. Niggas can't beat me. But I didn't know he was really like that. This nigga made he went double trouble on him in the first round of beer pong. They win that round. They absolutely clear C and Z. C, he's like, hey, run that shit back. And he's drinking more still. This nigga still has the Tito's with him. This nigga's like, hey, run that back. No. Actually, it might have been the bottle of Malibu that he had at this point. But he's like, hey, spin that shit back. No. Hey, E, come hop in here. So E and C are now on the left side, and it's still T and Graham on the right side. My homeboy A and another T, you know what? I'll go ahead and say Y. T or Y and A, they are over here. And this is a different A from the last story time. Y and A, they're over here. They're fucking around. Before this next round goes up, Y and A, they both have Y and A both have their shirts off at this point, and they are wrestling on the second couch. They have both shirts off, and these niggas are going pugilistic, straight fisticuffs on the couch. A few of our homegirls are backing up. They're like, hey, yo, what the fuck's going on? And A, he gets my homeboy Y for a little bit. But Y reverses it and starts just fucking... He just headlocks the nigga. Pure in that. He headlocks him and ball taps him. It was one of the most disrespectful moves I've ever seen in a small wrestling match. So I'm like, damn! We're all hyped. We're all cheering them on in their stupid shit. The girls are over here like, why y'all do that? Oh my God, what are you doing? No! Oh my God, you're so silly. You're so stupid. Blah, blah, blah. They're doing their shit. But they have their drinks with them. So, you know, they're all tipsy. But they encourage it. They fuck with the vibe. So Y wins this little wrestling match. And Y puts his shirt back on. But A... he wasn't having that. He runs up and ball taps the nigga and runs to the back of the crib. Y chases him. So now it's just the usual group that is in the living room. And it's just the niggas playing beer pong, the girls, and some people back at the island. My big boy B, he was downstairs this entire time. I didn't see B until like 3 hours into the party. I ain't even gonna lie. Or like 2. It was a cool minute before I saw B. But B comes up and he starts drinking with us and playing beer pong. I hop in on a round of beer pong, not for the money. I just hop in with my boy Graham and we're throwing shit. We're just going at it cuz it's the vibe, it's the fun. It's whatever. So, as I'm at the beer pong table and after the round clears, our homegirl Jay comes in. And you want to know what our homegirl Jay comes in with? She comes in with the White Claws! She comes in with the White Claws! So, I see the White Claws. I'm like, yo, I heard about them Johns. Aren't they supposed to get you fucked up? Yeah. So we're all like, hey, we lit, let's go. Jay bringing the White Claws. We got more liquor. We got everything we need for the rest of the night. So, I get a, hang on, I'll be right back. This is important to the story. I will be right back. All right, so I got my prop. I get one of these glasses at my homeboy L's. I get one of these and I pull these out. I pull one of these out. Tell me why. I grabbed a bottle of Malibu. I'm so ready to turn on. I grab the Malibu and I just pour. I do that. I just pour. I pour. So, this is only half of what I put in that glass of Malibu. That is legitimately only half of what I put in that glass of Malibu. So I grab this. I take out half of the Malibu in the glass in the first chug. And this is my first time drinking, so I feel it getting spicy in here. I feel like I'm doing stupid shit. But then after I settle down, I'm like, all right, wait a minute. That was fire. I think it was the Malibu vanilla too. I really fuck with the Malibu vanilla. So I go ahead. Bam. Take the rest of the glass down right there at the island. Jay is talking, or our homegirl Jay's talking to me. She's like, damn, you really like that? And A couple other girls, they saw me do that, and then there's my homeboys. They're like, damn, Jay, what you doing? I'm like, I'm doing what y'all are doing. I'm getting fucked up. I'm like, all right, bet. So, after I finish this of Malibu, I grab a White Claw. I grab a fucking White Claw, y'all. I grab a can. I crack it open. I go back to chilling with my homeboys. I hadn't walked to the back to see who all is in the back of the crib on the right wing. So I take my can and I walk back there and I see Y and A are in there, but L's also there. I didn't know L was there. I'm like, oh shit, L, what's going on, man? I dap homeboy up. We're straight, we're chilling, we're booling. I'm in that room for like 10 minutes. I get like a quarter of the way through the White Claw, and at this point, gotta relearn my alphabets after the story, bro. Damn. Man, I got too many niggas I know. There was legitimately like 17 to 20 niggas in the spot, bro. I don't want to drop all their names. But A and Y, the dudes that were wrestling with their shirts off, they're back there. And my homeboy L, who actually owns the crib, is there too. He's in there, he's chilling, he's doing his shit on his PC. Who weren't there? Niggas said who weren't there. The vowels? Nah, the consonants too. Or whatever they are, whatever that shit's called. I don't know. I know grammar, but I don't know the names for grammar. But A, Y, and L, they're back there. I'm chilling with them. I drink a quarter of White Claw. Now here's the core part. I pop a gummy while I'm in there. Mind you, this is after I already shared a blunt with niggas, took down a cup of Malibu, and cracked a White Claw, and had 2 shots before. So I walk out. Hang on. I'll give you an example of how I looked when I walk out. Damn, what y'all doing? Wait, what's everybody doing, man? What's... I walk out and I look like a fucking bum, my nigga. I'm literally like, what's up? What's everybody doing? What's going on, man? What I miss? Everybody's like, damn, Jaden, you're funny. Why are you so sauced? I'm like, it's the first time I've drank. They're like, really? Really? I'm like, yep, it's the first time I drank. So, at this point, it's about 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. when I notice that I'm fucked up. I go ahead and I use the bathroom. I've never had a tougher time using the bathroom in my life, y'all. I'm like, y'all niggas know in Call of Duty when you gotta hold your breath when you're aiming down sight to really get a steady shot? Nigga, I had to do that. I had to do that, bro. I had to do that shit. I was using the steady aim. I hop out the bathroom. I come back and I finish the White Claw. That's 1 White Claw taken down. But I don't know when to stop. Now, the gummy kicks, and then on top of that, I grab another White Claw. I grab another one. So, at this point, this is where I start to not remember shit. All I know is that at one point, we're all at the island and we're all chilling and we're just cracking jokes back and forth. At like halfway or a quarter or halfway through that second White Claw, I stopped remembering shit in the night. I stopped remembering what happened. Actually, no, I do. All right. There was one point where L and his girl, you know, the dude that owns the crib or is hosting the funk, he disappears with his girl into the bathroom. Bathroom's locked down for like an hour at this point. We all know what they do. We're like, all right, fuck it. It is what it is. But I go downstairs And I see one of my homeboys that's on there. I dap him up. I'm like, hey, what's good, man? Shit. Yeah. I'm drinking. I'm sauced. Blah, blah, blah. What's up? He's like, you're a pussy. Well, what do you mean? He's like, you're a pussy. You've been drinking. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, we're all drinking. Dude called me a pussy for no reason. I'm like, all right. That's whatever, man. So, after I'm downstairs for a little bit, it's me and Graham and B, my homeboy. My other homeboy. Everybody in this group is a homeboy and homegirl. We're done down there, so we go upstairs and B comes with us. Now, it's settling down in the night. We're not playing like loud music like we were earlier, but we're all still on straight bullshit. We are bullshitting. At one point, somebody asked, hey, where'd you get the blunt from? I said, nigga, I got it from mom's. I got it from my dukes. They're like, your mom's the plug? Yerp. Unfortunately, and we had a little conversation about that. And then I don't remember what happens after that. W moms. Sometimes W moms. Sometimes she was a W moms. I have so many story times about my mom too, bro. I have so much. About everybody I've interacted with. But this is where it's about like 2 to 3 a.m. and everything's settling down. So people are leaving, people are checking out. Actually, no. At one point, some girl I didn't know, she pulled up to the function with a different friend group that wasn't from our school zone. But she pulls up with 3 girls. I'm like, damn, okay, there's some pretty Johns, but I don't want them. It's whatever. I'm too fucked up to really spit game right now. But she points at me and talks to me at one point. And in the middle of the conversation, she's like, hey, do you know how to drive? I didn't drunk drive or do any of that bullshit. But she does say, hey, do you know how to drive? Was bro barely operating? Bro was barely operating on hopes and prayers. Nigga, I don't even know if I was operating. I was on autopilot. I was like one of those AIs that you set up in a Forza Horizon race just because you want to drift around or win a race by drifting only. That's the type of shit I was on. Straight tourism mode. I don't even remember the John's name. I haven't seen her since that function, actually. I have never seen her since that function again. Not on the gram, not at our school, not at another function. I haven't even heard her talked about. She's like, hey, can you drive? I said, nigga, no, I am hammered and faded. I'm crossed. I cannot drive. She's like, oh, well, I really need somebody to drive me home. Can you at least drive safe? Now, at this point, that's where I think she was flirting because she was trying to extend the conversation. I was like, bitch, I can't walk out of the house straight. How am I going to drive down to the driveway straight even? And she was like, all right. Oh, what's your name, by the way? I'm like, Jaden and blah, 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 blah. They squeak. I'm so-and-so's cousin and all that. We keep talking. And eventually I hop out the conversation because some bullshit happens in the back of the house. I go back there and I fuck around. I'm probably wrestling ball tap, like ball hitting or ball tapping, doing some stupid shit that high school dudes do. I come back out. And I'm stumbling down the hallway again. I notice that people had dipped. I don't grab another beer or nothing. I'm like, shit, I'm fucked up. I just want to lay down. So we start discussing who's going to lay where. My homeboy Z calls the couch. Hey, bro, I got to go now, but you got some fire stories. I absolutely love the energy. I got to hit some more people for reviews. Make sure to check out the message, respond. I'm going to drop a follow, though. Keep it good work. Yeah, bro. Peace out. Peace out. Straight up, I love you and appreciate you for stopping by the story time and checking out the editing and all that, bro. I greatly appreciate you. I'm sure I'll see you back here. But anyways. We start talking about who's gonna sleep where and what's going on. I'm like, I call the couch. My homeboy, hey, he was already like, nah, I called the couch. I already called the couch. I'm like, fuck. All right. C left. Graham was there still. Graham got one of the couch. I think it was Graham and C. They got the second couch. So I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. Somebody got a bed, somebody got a couch, other people got bullshit. I'm tired. I'm so faded and fucked up to the point, y'all, where I just lay down on the floor. I just lay down on the floor. I'm not gonna lie. I take my hoodie off. Hang on. Actually, I got that hoodie right here. I go ahead. It's that V-Lone John. It's the Nav hoodie. But anyways, I grab this John. I fold it up, ball it up, whatever. I just throw it down. Sleep. Slumped. Ah! But sleep. Slumped. Dead. Out. Cold. And like I said, this was at like 2 in the morning. 2 or 3 in the morning. Man, I'm telling you. I fall asleep, right? Tell me why. Nigga, I wake up at like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I turn to my right because I hear something. I'm like, somebody getting up? I look, it's this nigga L's dad. My heart drops to my ass. There's liquor on the island, there's bullshit around, and there's 5 niggas in his living room. So I'm like, oh, fuck. What do I do? So I'm just like, yeah? He's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Jay. I'm so-and-so's cousin. He's like, oh, you guys straight? The nigga goes and falls. The nigga goes to his bedroom and just closes the door and he's straight. I'm like, you know what? It's probably one of those bips to where if you're gonna do it, at least do it here. So I'm like, you know what? He didn't kick me out. He didn't bust my ass. He didn't bust my chops. I'm cool. I'll just take it. I go ahead and I fall back asleep on my hoodie again. I get back up about 8 a.m. Tell me why I crack open a White Claw, y'all. I legitimately go and crack open a White Claw. Another one of our homeboys, he's like, hey, yo, we're finna run to McDonald's. Is there anything you want? 3 sausage, egg, and cheese burritos. It's like 20 minutes until they get back with the food. So I'm sitting there at 9 a.m. on a fucking Sunday. I got school tomorrow. I'm already hungover. I got a White Claw in one hand and 3 burritos in the other. What the fuck am I doing? And after that, I eat the burritos. I leave the White Claw there, and we go ahead and take me home. So that is my story time for my first ever function. That's the story time of my first ever function. There's a lot that happened after I got faded and fucked up to the point where I can't remember, but I just straight up can't remember. But W story time on that one. W story time on that one.